Since the day Meghan Markle and Prince Harry stepped out as a couple, they have been pictured being extremely tactile with one another in public. Inbaal, astrologer and body language expert about the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's physical affection and how this differs from Kate Middleton and Prince William's. Meghan and Harry are openly affectionate with one another, be it arriving at a public event holding hands, to the intimate photographs they have shared with the world to mark several important occasions, like the beautiful black and white images from their engagement. Speaking about their public display of affection, Inbaal said, "Looking at Harry and Meghan, they are certainly in love. They haven't been married for that many years, and are still having babies, which is a very loving stage of a relationship. So their constant hand-holding, cuddling, leaning on each other, are displays of affection, which are definitely genuine and not for the cameras." She added, "An emotional Leo, Meghan, leaning into a stable Virgo, Harry, is exactly where you'd expect those signs to be. Their eyes generally look at each other, or in the same direction. Almost. They are in sync, but not fully in sync. They are likely to argue then make up. Their relationship isn't fully smooth sailing, but they're both old enough to know that every problem has a solution, and every argument can be resolved with some love and some compassion," the expert continued. "Their facial expressions are always complete, smiling eyes with a smiling mouth, a concerned face with a furrowed brow, a serious face. They don't pull fake faces, but they're not always 100% united in their responses. They know each other well, but have not morphed into one another, which in itself is actually healthy." Meghan and Harry's physical touch is in complete contrast to Kate and William's. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge are rarely seen holding hands when attending an event together. The royal couple doesn't even stand shoulder to shoulder, instead, they make a point of creating space between each other. Inbaal commented on this and said, "William, interestingly, is rarely seen holding her hand, but is forever holding his own hand. Lacing his hands together is a self-soothing move, and when he feels alone, instead of reaching for his business-like wife's hand, he reaches for his own. Even their awkward dancing photos together, from their youth, their hands barely touch." She added, "Their eyes usually look in the same direction, which is a sign of a fantastic union, who are determined to achieve their goals together. They are united in their joint mission, as a couple and as royals." In the other hand, Prince William and Kate Middleton were reportedly forced to seek comfort in each other during their feud with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, royal experts say. The clash between the Cambridges and the Sussexes reportedly started when Meghan Markle claimed that Kate had made her cry in a row over bridesmaids' dresses in the Oprah Winfrey interview back in March. The panel in the Royally US podcast mentioned this week that Kate is really upset about how things unfolded with Harry and Meghan earlier this year. Hosts Christina Garibaldi and Christine Ross said, "I'm sure everybody was upset about how things panned out this year. I mean, obviously Meghan spoke out and in the tell-all interview talking about what happened at the wedding and Kate made her cry and things like that. Harry and Kate had such a close relationship too, so I'm sure she is very upset about how things have unfolded." Delving into the details, they said a source close to Kate mentioned that it's mostly about the toll it took on William. "I think seeing your husband suffer like that and seeing what used to be such a close, loving, supportive relationship really fall apart was probably really difficult to sit on the sidelines and for her to watch," Christina and Christine discussed. "I think that must have been incredibly difficult. To sit there quietly and see the situation unfold as it did." They are also reporting that this whole situation did bring William and Kate even closer together though, so they kind of leaned on each other. Usually in dark times, that tends to happen. They really got close together.